So you figured out how to do nomenclature and balance out molecules and formulas based on either their charge or being told how many there should be in it. You've also figured out how to put them together to make a reaction. Make sure you actually have a balanced reaction. Even if it looks balanced, give it a double check. It's always better safe than sorry. You can actually go from reactant to product, product to product, reactant to other reactant, product to reactant. You can go from one place to anywhere else in the reaction as long as it's balanced. So now, let's actually use that reaction and do some math. Given 3 moles of lithium phosphate, I want to know how much solid magnesium phosphate we can make. The first issue is, I have moles of lithium phosphate, I need it to be magnesium phosphate, so I'm going to have to change the label on it. The only way to do that, we're going to use the molar ratio, which is 2 moles of lithium phosphate, 2 moles of magnesium phosphate. So on bottom I have my 2 moles of lithium phosphate from the balanced reaction, which will cancel the unit that I already have. But I want to go to moles of magnesium phosphate, so I need to put that on top so that I can create that unit. Multiply and divide, and I should now have moles of magnesium phosphate, which is much closer to what I wanted. But I still need to get to mass, and the only way to get to mass from some number of moles is to use a molar mass. Calculate your molar mass, and then figure out what you need to do. I need to cancel the moles of magnesium phosphate and put grams on top so that I get grams. So I multiply by that molar mass, which gives me grams of magnesium phosphate, cancels the moles of magnesium phosphate, exactly what I wanted. Except the last thing to check is, remember, sig figs apply. So we started with 3.00 moles of lithium phosphate. So that means my final answer, since it was the lowest number of sig figs and all we did was multiply and divide, has to have 3 sig figs. So final answer should be 394 grams of magnesium phosphate produced.